Now let's start my videos. Regarding to be a concurrency control technique is a part of transaction system in DBMS. Now we explain the concurrency control in DBMS. It's the in DBMS is the mainly part of concurrency control is mechanism DBMS. It's a simultaneously execution of transaction while maintaining the ACID properties. ACID totally we know that atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. It means integrity and accuracy and reliability of data when multiple users and processes perform read and write operation concurrently. It helps to manage the issues like a conflicting and a shared data and deadlock, inconsistency, database states, lost or incorrect updates, and that we manage to be a multiple space. Just example, without concurrency control, two users update the same record simultaneously and one updated overrides another one waiting. And with concurrency control, that the database uses the log and timestamp. Both are the operations are performing inside the logs and timestamp ordering protocol, which we have managed to gain a serializability and sequentially data remains to be correctly. Now, concurrency problems in DBMS focus only three points. First one is a data dirty read, second one is a lost update, and third one is an inconsistent read. Dirty read. A transaction reads uncommitted data from another transaction that may later roll back. Dirty read, that means now we understand in our languages is first one student is nothing knowing about anyone's subjects, and another one uses is a completely knowing about these subjects, and not knowing person is cheat to be a knowing person. Each and everything right to be noted on your notes and submitted our papers. And after the some time, knowing students remaining some parts and memorized and remaining some parts are mentioned to be in our notes. And after the unknowing students submitted, and then what will be happen? Firstly, dirty read submitted by the unknowing student. Its problem is dirty read and after maybe later roll back. If you can roll back, then it is called the recoverable. If any another one transaction is not roll back, then it's called to be a irrecoverable. And last update. Two transactions updated the same data and one updated overwrite another one. If write to be a 1000 and another one is a 1000 and another in other T1 and T2 and T2 are update the 1000. 1000 updated to 1200. It's a last update. What is a 200? And it discard the last update. That is an inconsistent in inconsistency that is not a continually work. If any other process is read some data multiple times or changes between regards, it's called inconsistent rate. Concurrency control protocol basically what is protocol? Protocol is based on some multiple rules which protect your models. Concurrency control technique is in a distributed transaction system is in a pessimistic and optimistic. Pessimistic is an isolation level, two-phase locking, distributed locking, and a multiple granularity. And optimistic is a timestamp, MBCC, and snapshot isolation and CRDTS. Is a mainly used on a two-stamp locking protocol. That means two-phase locking and time-based. Two-phase locking, two-phase. Firstly, main on a shrinking and growing timestamp. That means timestamp ordering. First one is on a which one follows. In multiple environment, where multiple transactions can be executed simultaneously, it is highly important to control the concurrency transactions. We have a concurrency control protocols to ensure the atomicity, and felt like as an isolation. Its serializability of concurrency control is broadly divided into two categories: log-based and time-stamp. Log-based. What is a log-based? Log-based database system, is equipped in a log-based protocols mechanism cannot read and write until acquire the appropriate log. It will fully need it for a log. If any one process is the required log, then it will execute it. Binary log, a log on a data item can be two states. It is logged or unlocked. Shared exclusive. It is shared, that means inside the operation only read mechanism and log based on users acquire on data items to the right operations. And two-phase locking. Two-phase locking is a locking protocol execution based on a transaction into three parts. First part is a transaction executing, it sees the permission log, and second part is an acquire all logs, and third one is a transaction cannot demand new log. If no locking, then two-phase locking, whether one is a growing state and one is in a shrinking phase. Growing phase, that means each and every transaction is a continuity working, even no one no one mentioned to be lock. If mentioned lock, that is in a shrinking phase. And timestamp ordering is a protocol is in a transition conflicting read write. Conflicting three types: read write, and after read write. And the operation is a responsibility of protocol system that conflicting pairs to tasks should be executed according to the timestamp values of transaction. The timestamp transactions to be denoted TTS. The timestamp transaction TIS denotes the TS. Just reason being, time is time. Time is the first event is denoted to TL, sharing event. Read time is time ordering data items to denoted to read time is time. Write, that means write item. And time, that means time is time. And is totally fully based on time stamping, using on this concurrency control mainly for the removing the redundancy and arranging the serializability and recover the data. And recoverability is the mainly based on a three part is a strictly recover, and non-serializable is a cascading, and cascadeless totally based on a recoverable schedule. And thank you for this lecture.